Hi, welcome to HoboRec Recording Studios. Today I want to do a little recap of 2019 and show you this kind of stuff, which really is the reason I'm in this business to begin with. Yeah, I know I'm a bit late, but I want to do a little recap of 2019. I want to show you some of the really cool music that got released 2019 that I had the pleasure to work on. I also just want to touch on what I was saying in the intro. One of the reasons I really love doing this work is that it gets released on physical records. So the time I put into the work, I get to hold the fruit of that work after the work is done. And to me, that's really, really satisfying. So I'm thankful to be in that kind of genre where physical records are still a big thing, or a big thing again. I'm not sure what order it is. So the records I'm showing you today, no particular order whatsoever. So let's dive straight into it. Early 2019, I had a young band from Fort Collins, Colorado flying over. They were called Foreign Words. Honestly, I was really honored that they took the time and money to fly over to Sweden to record specifically with me. I really enjoyed the music. It was a lot of details and a lot of different influences that we had to put together. Unfortunately, due to some accidents and personal stuff, the record got a little bit delayed, but they managed to release the first single just a couple of months ago, and it's called Coming Down. Another record, in a touching genre, is the record called Katja by the artist Nathan Ailey. It was actually recorded a couple of years ago in my other studio, Studio B in Jönköping. I'm not exactly sure why it didn't get released until 2019, but it got on hold for a while. But it's released now. Fun fact is that it almost didn't get recorded in the first place. It almost got cancelled because the drummer that was supposed to play on the project quit just like a week before the session. But I hired the drummer of my band, John, that plays in Graceful Fall, and asked him if he could do it, and he just listened to the demos and came in and just did a brilliant job, and I'm really happy with the result. Allvilya is a pretty new crust punk band from Sweden. I got the pleasure to mix and master their debut album. I was supposed to record it too. I couldn't fit them in the schedule when they wanted it to, so they did it through DIY stuff and recorded it in their rehearsal space. Then I got the files to mix and master, and I'm really happy with the result. Next time, I hope we can do it together. Hex Grove is a doom sludge band from Jönköping. I recorded their first album and mixed it a couple of years ago. Now it was time for the second album, and they wanted to do it in their own pace and take more time, so they decided to record it on their own. I got the pleasure to mix it, and as with the first album, Brad from Audio Siege did the mastering, and as usual, he did a great job. I'm not sure how many bands I have recorded that say they have been influenced by the band Wolfbrigade. So when I got the chance to mix Wolfbrigade's latest album, obviously I was really thrilled. I did the majority of the mixing on my own, and then they came down here to the studio to sit in and do the last tweaks, which is a really good way to work. It cuts down on the amount of revisions, so it wasn't many revisions at all in that case. They recorded it on their own in their studio in Stockholm. I did some reamping of the drums. I really love the room here for recording drums, so I wanted to inject a little of that energy into their drum tracks. If you check my older videos, you can find it there. The album was then mastered by Magnus Lindberg, which is also one of my favorite mastering engineers. As usual, really great work there too. This band, M40, have been with me pretty much since I started recording, and one natural reason to that could be that two of the members are my younger brothers. They released the first album in 7 years now, in 2019, so it was really cool to get the chance to work on that, and they came down here to spend the time in the studio recording it. So aside from the chance to work on really cool music, it was nice to hang out with the family, like win-win situation. Disavow, a really intense straight-edge hardcore band from Gothenburg. This is their debut album, but the members have a lot of experience in the field, so the recording was really quick and easy. 4 days to record a full album, no stress at all, super tight and efficient. It was great. And a fun detail was that they got some guest vocalists. One was Andrea from Waste, and the other one was Chris Colohan from... he used to be in a band called Cursed. That is one of my favorite bands, and is now in a band called Sect. That is also really cool. I did the first album with a death metal band, Bastard Grave. They came out to the studio, my old studio, or the Studio B in Jönköping, a couple of years ago. With that album, they got signed to the label Pulverized Records in Singapore. And now they came back for another round. And this album, I have to say, it's stinkier and heavier than ever. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, there were a lot more music released that I worked on. If you're interested to hear more of it, check out the description to this video and you can find a link to a Spotify playlist where I will put up a lot of the music that I recorded and mixed. Please let me know what you think. If you find anything you like there, or if you don't like it, you can let me know too. So anyways, have a great 2020. I'll be back next week with a video from NAM. If you are at NAM and see me there, please come and say hi. It would be really cool to meet some new people. Yeah, that's it. Bye-bye. Cheers!